Hello people, so we're back again in the garage for another build video, and right now I'm gonna try to resaw this fretboard blank here. It's really thick. I think it's like a 1/4 inch, or no, 1/2 inch or something. It's too thick, so I'm gonna try to resaw it, maybe get 2 fretboards out of there. So let me show you the setup right now. Alright, so since my bandsaw doesn't have a fence, I took the fence in the fence with that neck blank didn't work out so well. I took the fence off my table saw and I've clamped it down on both ends, and there's about hopefully 6 millimeters there, which should be enough after sanding and all that with the radius. I think that should be enough for a fretboard, and this is what I'm going to be sawing. So it's about 12 or 13 millimeters. So it should be sawing right in half and enough to get 2 out of there. Hopefully, might be a little on the thin side, but it'll work, I think. So let's try it.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine.
All right, we got them resawn here, and that actually worked super well. It's a pretty straight cut there, and it's not too bad. There's a little bit of saw marks, but honestly, like, it's not that bad. I could probably gonna use this side for the part that joins the neck, and then use this, sand it down, and put the frets on that side. But nice, very happy this works so well. I think I have another piece of rosewood down there. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now while I have this set up, so I don't have to redo it again. But I'm not gonna film that. So yep, fretboards cut. All right, so it's been a minute since the last video, the last part here, and I have some new things that allow me to make my own fretboards. So I got these resawn. They're kind of probably too thin, but I'm gonna try it anyway and just see what it turns out to be like. So I got these and this sled I made and this template. So the plan is to kind of line this up. You see that little pin there? So it's a little offset from where it cuts. So I have some room. So if I put it right here, really the first fret will be about here. So I'm just gonna use some tape and stick this template to this piece. I'm gonna go through and cut these fret slots in this piece of wood. So let's do that. Okay, really quick, before we start here, you can kind of see that brad nail there just lines up with the groove in this thing, which will cut the fret slot. And there's a tiny bit of play, but like barely. So what I'll do, I will keep it here, hold it down carefully, and this fret saw blade, I'll run it through, I'll push it through, pull it back, move it to the next one, and then just keep going all the way up until I can't go anymore. So that's the plan.
Oh,
Okay, so after that, we have a fretboard, pretty much. It's too wide right now, but and there's no nut slot. But yeah, let's compare it against a neck that had a pre-made fretboard in it. Let's just send these. This is a practice one I did off camera, just to try it out. But you know, it's not exactly exact scientific, but you can see all the frets line up perfectly. I know it's not exact because I'm just holding it here and it's kind of moving and there's actual frets in there, but yeah, that works pretty well. So now we just we'll glue it onto one of the neck blanks here, and we'll be able to trim it down. All right, so I kind of cheated and did a little bit off camera. I just got too excited and forgot to film it, but I got the nut slot cut. It's kind of thin, but I think that's just because this might be too thin of a blank for a fretboard, because I feel like this should be the end thickness, but I have to sand a radius in it. But yeah, it was pretty easy. I didn't use a template or anything. You see, it's actually really accurate. All I did was, I did use this thing to mark out where the nut was, and I measured it with some calipers from this first fret line all the way to the end of the nut, or the beginning of the nut, whatever, and then just 3 millimeters from that line, cut another straight line all the way through, and came out really nice. I haven't sanded in there. I probably should sand in there. Kind of see, I got out the little chunks of wood, so I just sawed a line here on this end, sawed a line on this end, and then one through the middle, and I just took this little screwdriver and went whack, 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 and pried it all out. But as you can see, it's in there, and it is obviously way too low right now, because I think that end is underneath the fretboard. But I do have to sand the radius, so that'll be better, I think. But yeah, that's where we are right now. Just a little update on the first build. I'm priming it. I'm using this electric gun. And it works pretty well, actually. I have to get super close, but I think that's because I got lazy and didn't thin the paint out at all. Just put it through the strainer. But everybody said if you're using airless spray, you don't need to thin it. It kind of works. I just have to get really close. But yeah, that's the first build. It's not technically done yet, but